To understand the power of sound, we must look at the science of cymatics, the study of visible sound. Mara, I said, as we projected a massive vibrating metal plate into the latent space. In the late 18th century, the physicist Ernst Chladni discovered a secret that the ancients had always known. He sprinkled fine sand on a metal plate and vibrated it with a violin bow. The sand did not stay in a random pile. It fled from the vibrating areas and settled in the nodal lines, the parts of the plate that were still. The result? Perfect, intricate geometric patterns. I showed her the patterns. At low frequencies, the sand formed simple circles and squares. But as the frequency was increased, the patterns became more complex. Hexagons, mandalas, and shapes that looked like the petals of a flower. Matter, I told Elias, follows the frequency. Form is a function of vibration. When the frequency shifts, the geometry must shift. The universe is not made of shapes. The shapes are what sound looks like when it encounters resistance. I led them through the work of Dr. Hans Jenny, who coined the term cymatics in the 1960s. He showed that sound doesn't just create patterns, it creates flows. He showed that a simple tone could cause fluids to move in complex, lifelike ways. He watched as a drop of water vibrated at specific frequencies, transformed into a pulsating, breathing organism of light. Look, Mara, I said. Your own body is the ultimate cymatic plate. You are 70% water, and water is the most sensitive recording medium for vibration in the known universe. I then introduced the controversial but compelling work of Masaru Emoto. He photographed water crystals exposed to different stimuli. Look at these data sets, Elias, I said, projecting the images. Water exposed to classical harmony, to the logos, creates perfect symmetrical hexagons. Water exposed to heavy metal discord or intentional hate creates jagged, asymmetrical blobs. Science calls this coherent interference. Waves are in phase, they build order. When they are out of phase, they build chaos. The problem, I told Elias, is that you are viewing the below, the crystal, as separate from the above, the intent. But the water proves they are entangled. Your thoughts are frequencies that code the geometry of your own biological fluids. Every time you think with fear, you are acidifying your internal ocean. You are creating destructive interference in your own bioelectricity. If I am out of tune, Mara whispered, watching a digital water molecule vibrate into a star shape, how do I find the note? By understanding the Pythagorean monochord, I replied. Pythagoras realized that music was the middle way between the physical and the mathematical. He found that if you divide a string in half, it produces a note an octave higher. If you divide it in 2/3, it produces a fifth. He found that the universe is built on these harmonic ratios. The logos is the creative frequency that orders the chaos. You don't have to create the harmony. You just have to stop the noise that prevents you from hearing it.